Sweden started by smuggling fake tractor parts and ended up building the world's best tanks. Here's how they did it, and every tank they've ever made. Let's begin with interwar period. Strv M/21 was Sweden's first step into armored warfare, a seemingly innocent tractor import that was anything but agricultural. This covert German design was smuggled into the country under the radar, disguised as farm equipment. What it really signaled was the start of Sweden's hidden ambition to join the elite circle of tank builders. Strv FM/28, derived from the iconic French Renault FT, brought battlefield insight to Swedish military thinking. Although only a small batch was acquired, these tanks played a significant role. They weren't just test platforms, they were the templates Sweden needed to understand mobility, armor, and firepower in one compact package. Landsverk L5, a true experimental milestone, stood apart as Sweden's bold first attempt at indigenous design. Even though it never rolled out in large numbers, its engineering lit the pathway for homegrown innovation, a spark that would fuel the forge of Sweden's future defense manufacturing. Strv M2129 emerged as an upgraded version of the original M21. It ditched its aging components for a stronger engine and reinforced structure, squeezing every last ounce of value out of Sweden's earliest tank experiments. It became a study in efficiency, breathing new life into old steel. Strv FM31 was easily one of Sweden's most unusual machines. Designed with wheels and tracks, it could shift modes to suit terrain mid-mission. That flexibility gave it an edge others couldn't match, offering a glimpse into the kind of engineering Sweden was willing to explore. Strv M31 moved Sweden firmly into the modern tank era. Gone were the riveted plates, this machine used welded armor, increasing structural integrity and survivability. It marked a groundbreaking shift in tank building philosophy, placing Sweden solidly ahead of its time in armor technology. Landsverk L120, a straightforward yet fundamentally important light tank, was built with export in mind. While small and simple, it laid the foundation for a scalable domestic arms industry in northern Sweden. These blueprints would carry far beyond the L120's relatively modest role. World War II-era Strv M37, imported from Czechoslovakia, was a small tankette with outsized popularity among soldiers. Fast, dependable, and nimble, it showed Sweden that even compact armor could bring tactical value. The M/37 wasn't flashy, it was practical, and that reliability made it beloved in the field. Strv M38 embodied modernity by Swedish WWII standards. Its smart blend of speed and armor made it a leading tank domestically. Balanced, efficient, and structurally sound, this tank helped define what Sweden wanted: synergy between mobility and battlefield consistency. Strv M39 refined the winning formula of the M38 with heavier armor and stronger internals. It wasn't just upgraded, it was optimized. These improvements ensured that Sweden's frontline units were reinforced with armored assets capable of enduring a broader range of threats. Lago, a medium prototype with immense value, delivered the mechanical groundwork for most wartime Swedish tanks. It may not have seen major action, but its construction taught engineers invaluable lessons about vehicle scaling, mobility under load, and engine harmonization. Strv M40L, crafted by Landsverk, became the nation's go-to light tank when stability and dependability were non-negotiable. Its straightforward construction and mechanical resilience made it a mainstay during uncertain times when consistency meant survival. Strv M/40K traded off a touch of speed in return for much thicker armor. The result? A tougher, more robust design that could hold its own against increasing threats. That balance between durability and restrained engineering made it a strategic favorite for widespread use. Strv M/41 was Sweden's adaptation of a proven Czech design, elevated by superior suspension and a workhorse engine. Its reputation for smooth operation wasn't hype. Crews often preferred its ride comfort and consistency over its theoretical limitations. Strv M/41S2 lengthened the original hull and brought critical horsepower. This wasn't just a revision, it was a transformation. Sweden didn't settle for an imported base. It elevated it, producing a platform that fit national needs with precision. Strv M42TH swapped traditional transmissions for a hydraulic system, finally delivering the dependable, fire-ready medium tank Sweden needed. This evolution wasn't just mechanical, it was strategic. giving Sweden a reliable armoured solution ready for mass deployment. Strv 42 brought maintenance crews a long-awaited blessing, replacing dual engines with a single powerhouse. That shift improved reliability, simplified servicing, and still delivered on speed and strength. It showed Sweden's engineers knew how to work smarter, not harder. Early Cold War period, Strv 81, better known globally as the British Centurion, arrived in Sweden as a game-changer. Heavily armed and built like a fortress, this tank instantly raised Sweden's firepower and armoured resilience to global standards. A leap not just forward, but skyward. Strv 74H stood as a monument to smart reuse. Sweden retrofitted older chassis with high-velocity guns and new turrets, giving them teeth to fight in a changing world. This was upcycling with explosive results, an old frame made new for looming post-war threats. Strv 81 RB52 took the proven Centurion frame and leveled it up by incorporating guided anti-tank missiles. That capability stretched its lethality well beyond the range of traditional cannons. It could now strike from afar, long before enemies got too close. Strv 101, Sweden's customized Centurion Mk10, brought enhanced protection and a 105mm gun into the mix. This wasn't an off-the-shelf copy. It was tailored to Swedish conditions, delivering pinpoint power where others delivered just raw force. Strv 102, a continuing evolution of Centurion design, proved old platforms could stay deadly with the right upgrades. With cost-effective modernization, these tanks remained lethal, proof that smart engineering could keep legacy tanks combat-ready. Kranvang, a classified heavy tank with an oscillating turret and hardened frontal armor, was Sweden's secret answer to Soviet threats. It might not have reached full deployment, but its extreme design echoed Sweden's desire to punch above its weight. Enjoying the deep dive so far? If you could bring one of these Swedish tanks into a video game or movie, which one would you pick and why? Drop your pick in the comments below, I'd love to see your answers. And hey, if you're liking the ride through armor history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic military content like this. Mid to late Cold War period, Strv 103, the famous S-tank, abandoned the turret entirely and introduced a fixed gun with aiming achieved via suspension controls. Low profile, hard to detect and highly survivable, this radical design stands as one of the boldest innovations in tank warfare history. Strv 103C upgraded the S-tank further with improved fuel options and clever armor enhancements. Those side canisters weren't just extra mileage, they doubled as spaced armor, offering a shape-shifting defense against high-energy penetrators. Strv 104, clad with explosive reactive armor, gave the aging Centurion one last boost before retirement. Modern AT weapons were evolving quickly, and this reactive defense was the answer, bulky perhaps, but manned by a shell-resistant beast. Strv 105, a prototype pushing the Centurion platform to its extreme limit, was fitted with high-end tech and armor systems. Though it never went into wide service, it demonstrated how deep Swedish upgrades could go, even when the base design felt maxed out. Post-Cold War and modern-era Strv 121, Sweden's lease of the Leopard 2A4, armed the army with world-class capabilities, supreme mobility, cutting-edge firepower, and protection fit for modern threats. This partnership brought a proven champion into the fold, reshaping Sweden's armored force. Strv 122A, a significantly modified Leopard, doubled down on protection. Thickened armor on the front and turret roof gave crews superior survivability under fire. Refined for Nordic combat, it's recognized as one of the most resilient MBTs on Earth. Strv 122B addressed modern ground threats by reinforcing the tank's underbelly with advanced mine protection and modular armor layers. This version could shrug off IEDs and bunker busters alike, a rolling fortress against unconventional warfare. CV 90121, a whisper-quiet hunter with massive firepower. Surprisingly agile and low in profile for its weight class, this light tank mounted a huge 120mm gun, proving that stealth and shock value could absolutely coexist in battlefield tanks. CV 9105, fast and ferocious, combined a 105mm cannon with top-tier mobility. With high-speed maneuverability, advanced fire control, and surgical firepower, this tank hits hard, hits fast, and vanishes before enemies even react. From secret beginnings to cutting-edge battlefield giants, Sweden's tank legacy is anything but ordinary. Each design, whether experimental or legendary, reflects a nation quietly mastering the art of armored warfare, with creativity, courage, and a determination to stand strong on its own terms. Which of these tanks impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through Swedish steel, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. There's a lot more to come.